Here's the latest update on my little tractor that I was so proud of. I was trying to do a little work with it and took it around a little too steep a corner at below my fence at my swimming pool. I was dragging a big heavy piece of concrete with it. Got it on a hillside in wet, damp weather. It's been raining here for 3 or 4 days in a row. Really got things wet and soppy. Got it on the hillside, and I'll video down here where it actually messed things up. That used to be a couple of stacks that I had there on the front of it. And of course, I guess this is what happens. Bent the steering wheel. It's not in too bad a shape, but it's definitely bent in that area there. Ruined my boat seat. I'm gonna have to either recover it or try to vinyl paint it or do something. I don't know exactly what I can do just yet. I've done quite a bit of work to it, and it really made me sick when all of this took place. All this diamond plate was given to me by a friend of mine that I put on there to kind of dress it up, down on the rocker panels, floorboard, across the top of it. I changed the transmission out to a Tecumseh Peerless 5-speed, and I locked the rear end, so it's got positive traction on it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is a dual piston motorcycle hydraulic brake caliper. Back in there is a 10-inch motorcycle slotted rotor, drilled and slotted rotor. It now has 15-inch automotive wheels, rims with P195/60. Let me get it up here so we can see it. P195/60 R15. Radial tires on the rear, DOT rated. And there's a motorcycle off of a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, brake pedal. That's billet aluminum brake pedal and master cylinder. So I had real nice brakes on it. Of course, that was the gas pedal that you've seen in the other pictures. And then, of course, my windshield is all tore all to pieces. My canopy's all ripped, not ripped, but it's all bent out of shape. But I got down here and was pulling that big heavy piece of concrete around, trying to pull it down here and relocate it down here in the alley behind the house. And there's what my canopy looks like now. Far cry from what it was in that picture slideshow that I've uploaded to YouTube. But I'll show you where I turned it over. I was dragging that piece of concrete down and around, and I'll hold this at 90-degree angle and you'll see the steepness of the hillside that I'm on here. Behind this fence over here is my above ground swimming pool. This is an alleyway right here, and then this is just a catch-all place. I brought that piece of concrete down here, was going to put it with the rest of this old junk and haul it off later, but I got down around too steep on this hillside right here, and when I started to back up, the ground was real soft and it began to spin. Even though both wheels were spinning, it was scooting sideways, going in this direction down the hill. and it got down to a certain point, and over it went. There's where I was headed for. It rolled one time. With me still on it, I guess that canopy saved me to some degree. All I got out of it was a couple of bruises on my back and a swollen left ankle where it kind of pinned my left ankle under the tractor. But I got out of it, got out from under it, and not hurt too awfully bad, but except for my pride. Tore up my pretty little tractor, and that made me very sad. So I got my wife then to bring the Tahoe down here. She backed the Tahoe and down through here past this where this old trailer's sitting, and put it in four-wheel drive and turned it back up on its wheels and pulled it on back out. So looks like I've got some rebuilding to do. Sad plight for such a pretty little tractor. This is a 1980 model Sears GT16, and had it all dialed up, painted nice, and put a 5-speed transmission in it, and changed the pulleys on the motor and on the rear end, and had the thing doing about 30 miles an hour. And of course, I wasn't doing that pulling that piece of concrete, but I guess that's what happens when you take a lawnmower and soup it up and then try to make it work at the same time. It just puts too much power to it, and the next thing you know, you're in trouble. So this has certainly been a lesson to me. First time I'd ever turned a tractor over, and I'm hoping this is my last time. I don't want to do this again. So now I've got all that work to have to do over. So I thought I'd post this little video as to be a constant reminder to myself, and as a reminder of to be safe on these things, because they definitely can hurt you. And I'm really blessed and fortunate to have come out of this with no more than a minor scratch and some bruises. So I'm going to end this video now, and maybe the next video I post of this thing, it'll be back in running shape and be even nicer than it was before. Thanks for watching, and if you like, why, rate it up. If not, why, you know, to thumbs down it. But I hope everybody takes heed that these things can and will hurt you. So until next time, have a good day, and God bless.